At a highly publicized press conference in Jerusalem, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu launched a full-scale relations offensive aimed at shaping both global and domestic narratives. He presented Israel's plan to take control of Gaza City as the best way to end the war, defeat Hamas's final strongholds, and secure the release of the hostages.
There's no choice but to finish the job and complete the defeat of Hamas. Now, we've done a great deal. We have about 70 to 75% of Gaza under Israeli control, military control. But we have two remaining strongholds, okay? These are Gaza City and the central camps in the Muasi.
Netanyahu asserted that the operation would be completed fairly quickly, promised that civilians would be moved to safe zones supplied with humanitarian aid, and also said that the goal was not permanent occupation, but eventual handover to an unspecified Arab administration that would exclude both Hamas and the Palestinian Authority. He also announced that foreign journalists would be allowed into Gaza, claiming this would counter what he called a global campaign of lies about the conflict.
We have decided, and I've ordered, directed the military to bring in foreign journalists, more foreign journalists, a lot. There's a problem of assuring security, but I think it can be done in a way that is responsible and careful to preserve your own safety.
Netanyahu framed the plan as decisive and compassionate, questioning himself as taking control of the narrative, both militarily and politically. But his remarks were immediately met with international pushback. The United Nations Secretary General warned that the move could deepen an already severe humanitarian crisis and endanger the remaining hostages. Several UN Security Council members described the plan as a possible violation of international humanitarian law, raising concerns about mass displacement, widespread destruction, and further escalation. Domestically, the plan sparked protests across Israel. Families of hostages warned that a large-scale operation in Gaza City could put their loved ones in greater danger. Some military leaders, including the IDF Chief of Staff, have expressed reservations, warning of the risk of a protracted conflict that could draw Israel into costly urban warfare. Humanitarian organizations reported that conditions in Gaza were already dire. According to the latest figures, at least 217 people have died from starvation, including about 100 children, and over 1,370 people have been killed while trying to access food since late May. International agencies warn that only a fraction of required aid has been entering the Strip, leaving millions at risk of severe hunger. In sum, Netanyahu's press conference was designed as a strategic move to win the PR war, projecting decisiveness, control, and humanitarian intentions. However, the message he presented stood in stark contrast to the warnings from international officials, criticism from domestic opponents, and data showing a deepening humanitarian crisis on the ground. For more updates from the Middle East, follow NewsX World.